Before we get out of here, let's play a couple of these Brian Kelly sound bites from last week. And this was BK wrapping up. What time was this? The offseason going into spring football. He had some thoughts on Sabans. So let's just go down the list here.
I believe last Friday.
This was last Friday on Paul Feinbaum's show.
Yeah, so it was Thursday.
Last week on the Paul Feinbaum show, Brian Kelly sat down with Feinbaum and talked about the offseason.
Oh, vacationing, on the couch, this job is, just part-time. We don't do anything. No, it's been crazy. I mean, we got a little bit of time after the signing day to kind of get a deep breath, but, now it's time to spend with your players on campus. And sometimes, you get so caught up in all this recruiting, Paul, you forget about the guys that are going to make the biggest impact, and those are the guys on campus.
More from Kelly talking about the break in off season and where they are right now.
There was a longer pause where you could kind of get yourself back into it from an organizational standpoint, but it just it rolls right into the development, and when you're putting your staff together, and you've got so many moving pieces today because you've got so many different organizational pieces that are involved now with your football program that you're the steward of it. And you can't be the absent professor. You've got to be hands-on, and you've got to be around. So, and I love it. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it just requires your attention every single day. Oh, vacationing, on the couch, this job.
Let's see here. More from Brian Kelly talking about year three.
Yeah, so going into year three, I think more than anything else, I feel really comfortable with the standards and the way things are being done on a day-to-day basis. You can feel it in the building. The players understand the expectations, and clearly we need to take another step up. 10 wins is really, I think, the price of admission where we need to be, but we need to take that next step up here. And so I'm happy that we've stabilized the program, put it back in a position where it needs to be now. It's taken that next step. Along the way, we had to make some changes because we weren't living up to the standards that we need to on a defensive side of the ball. So we've made some major changes on that side. Blake Baker coming in to coordinate the defense. I'm excited about the vision that we have there and his ability to engage our players. So, with continuity comes some change, Paul, and I like the combination of both, and excited about year three.
How about the thoughts on Nick Saban's retirement here in this offseason?
First of all, I was surprised. We were on a Zoom call the day that he made the announcement, and it was business as usual. But that's Nick, right? I mean, never is he a guy that is going to, take the easy way. I mean, he's going to work right up to the last second. So there was no indication. There was no, hey, I'm thinking about it. I mean, he probably walked in and just made his mind up and said, I'm moving on. But was surprised at first, but clearly understand he's look, as you mentioned, he is the standard of what everybody is trying to achieve, and that is incredible consistency at the highest level, championships. He's done it with class and distinction, and it's set the bar, and so Now he's got a golf game to work on, and I'm sure he's going to work on it every single day. But, we have somebody with such great knowledge that I know he wants to give it back as well. And I read his comments a couple of days ago or yesterday about, he's going to use this as an opportunity to do the best he can because he loves the student athlete, the college student athlete. And I think that's going to be great for college football.
One more from Brian Kelly talking about the state of the game and where it is right now.
Well, I think we're going to get into a phase here where it's going to be untarnished truths. I mean, I think it's going to be, here's the reality of where we're at. I don't think there's going to be any card that's not turned over, if that makes any sense. I think we're at a point where even with we're talking about comments from Nick is going to be very transparent in whatever he talks about. There's no more politics involved here. This is about, here's where the game is and this is where it needs to go. And all things are going to be on the table for discussion. And I think it's going to be what's best for those teams and those conferences that are intricately involved in what's happening. So I think that's what you're going to see over the next few months.
And the last one, what the expansion of the college football playoff does to Power 5 programs.
Well, I think with technology today, I think with the resources that you have today, you're going to have to understand that, 17 is a long season, but it's certainly doable. I think we all have the facilities to do it. Those that can't do it are not going to be part of this. And that's kind of what I was saying. And I don't want to come across as crass, but you're going to have to step up to this level if you want to play, for a national championship, because that's what's demanded by the TV contracts. That's what's demanded by everybody that wants to see college football at this level. So we have the resources necessary to protect our players and to put them in a good position to succeed over a longer schedule. We've got to be smart, but we've got the resources. We've got the coaching staff. We've got the support staff to do it, but we've got to be very smart about it.
All right, so there's Brian Kelly last week talking on the Paul Feinbaum show as he was wrapping up a little bit of the short offseason, looking ahead to spring football and talking about things such as even Nick Saban stepping away.